Hey friends, welcome back. Today I've got my September budget with me where I sit down with you and talk about what our month of September looks like financially. If you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Tiffany. I'm very thankful that you are here, and I do hope that you consider subscribing to be a part of the family. I would love to have you. As I mentioned, this is our budgeting video for the month of September, and if you are new and you've not been around for the budgeting videos, I actually use a program called YNAB, which is You Need a Budget, and I do all my budgeting on there throughout the month, and then I transfer information to a spreadsheet to show you. Just because of privacy reasons, YNAB has more like numbers and account information than I'm willing to share with y'all, but I do like to show kind of what we did through the month money-wise. We are a single income household. My husband works full-time. I'm a stay-at-home mom for the most part. I do make a little bit of money here on YouTube, and then I also do Shifting once in a while, which is the grocery delivery service, and that's basically where our money comes from. Very thankful for a hardworking husband, let me say that. So for the month of September, I've got my laptop here. I'm sitting at my kitchen table. We're just gonna have a casual chat about where I want our money to go in the month of September. I'm gonna start with our fixed expenses. These are the expenses that do not change much throughout the month. So this is going to include things like rent, etc., which I'm about to show you. So our rent every month is $1,219.95. A little bit more steep than what we were used to paying in Michigan, but we love our townhouse and it feels like a home. So that is by far our biggest expense, as it is with most families, I'm sure. Life insurance is $47.06 per month. That's for both my husband and I. Our internet, oh, I gotta change that. Our internet is now $69.99 a month because it went up by $5. It used to be $64.99. So ignore that on the spreadsheet. I did just change it here for my own personal whatnot. Our electric is on a budget plan each month at $116, so I always know what it's gonna be. The budget plan gets readjusted usually every 6 to 12 months, and we either pay the difference or get a credit on our statement. Netflix is $13.99 a month. We also have Hulu, but that's included in our cell phone for free and with our bill. And then we also have Amazon Prime, which we pay Prime membership once a year. Sewer, I always budget a little high. It's typically been right around $16, but once in a while it jumps up a little bit, but I budgeted $25 just to cover my bases. Cell phone, we budget $162. Water, we budget $30. It usually comes in around $25. Adobe Photo Suite is $52.99 a month. It is a subscription that gives us access to all of the Adobe products such as Adobe Photoshop, Premiere Pro, and it's everything that we use for photo and video editing. Our YMCA family membership is $61.87 a month, and that does reflect a 25% membership discount due to a program that they run. Groceries, we've been trying to do $300 a month, which last month was really good. We came in at $305. I was very proud of us. Give yourself a pat on the back. This month I did bump up to $400 because I know we're gonna need meat, most likely. I have been meal planning again, and most of the meat that we have on hand is running low. So I know at the time of this video, I've already picked some meat up. Gasoline, we are budgeting $150 a month. We're finally through the summer of traveling back and forth to Michigan, visiting family, which is bittersweet because A, it saves us money, but B, we really are going to miss our family, and we probably won't be back up there again until around Thanksgiving, which is such a long time. Moving down to the flexible and sinking funds, these are the funds that change each month, and if I were to cut anything out, if we needed to cut expenses, this is where things would be cut. The fixed expenses are our must-haves. We can't really cut out rent, for instance. We could lower groceries, of course, but it's still, in my opinion, a fixed expense. We still need to buy groceries. So miscellaneous, we don't have anything budgeted there. Kids, we have $50 set aside. The kids' expenses, we have $50 set aside. That covers anything for the kids. They don't really need any school clothes or shoes. They just started school. But I always like to have at least $50 there because you just never know what the kids are going to need, or if there's anything going on at the school where I need to send in money, field trips. You never know. Household, I set aside $20. Clothing, the clothing category is just clothing for Will and I, not for the kids. I set aside $20 because I know I'm gonna be looking for a pair of workout leggings. I've got one decent pair and we've been going to the gym, trying to a few times a week. And so I need a second pair at least. Personal care, I set aside $25. That's gonna be for things like shampoo, conditioner, toiletries, vitamins. And I can't think of anything off the top of my head that we're gonna need, but something always sneaks in there and we end up spending out of that category, so I like to have a little something there. Medical and health is a little bit high this month, $435, mainly because Alice has some dental work that she's getting done, and that is $385 after our insurance. So that is a majority of that. The other $50 is gonna be co-pays and prescriptions for myself. So I've got like my rheumatology appointment this month, I've got an appointment with the pain clinic, and then I've got my monthly prescriptions. Fun money is $10.59 for our Spotify account. Dining out, we aren't budgeting anything. Auto savings is $210 a month. I put that aside every single month, and it covers things like car insurance, which comes due every 6 months, car registration, which is yearly, any sort of vehicle repairs, oil changes, new tires, whatever it may be, comes out of the auto savings, and that just accumulates until we need it. Same concept with the gift savings, $180 per month. That's gonna be for all birthdays, Christmas, anniversaries, Easter gifts, you name it. If it is a gift coming from us to anybody else, including like each other within the immediate family, it comes out of the gift account. Now we do have 13 nieces and nephews, plus our own 2 children, of course, so that is 15 children's birthday gifts that we buy, plus 15 children buy for Christmas. Even if we're only budgeting like $20 per kid, it does add up. Yes, we've talked about doing like draw a name thing, but right now this works for our family and our extended family, and you know, we're happy with the way things are, so don't feel like I'm complaining about the amount of people we have to buy for. That's not at all. I love buying gifts. I would spend more if I could, but I'm usually able to shop pretty frugally and get them really nice gifts for very little out of pocket, especially since a lot of the kids are younger. A majority of the kids that we buy for, including our kids, are like under the age of 7, and then we have like a preteen and 2 teenagers, but other than that, they're all young, so we're good. Debt category, this is gonna be student loans and 1 medical debt. So first associate loan is Will's student loans, that's $197.37 a month. Navient is mine at $124.15 a month, and then a medical bill, $165 a month, and that is from when I was in the ER last November for 2 days, and I had that put onto a payment plan because it was almost $2,000 and I didn't want to get penalized for not paying it all in one big chunk, so we pay $165 a month. How many of you remember when I was in the hospital last November? If you've been around since then, raise your hand, drop me some love, something. Man, that was a rough time, goodness. And my health has never been the same since then. I mean, I'm better, don't get me wrong, but that hospital visit was like a pivot, a turning point for my health. Moving on to the last category of savings, we are not currently setting anything aside in the joint savings account. We do have an emergency fund plus some sitting in our savings account, but that's there for emergencies, and we're not currently building that up. Jackson and Alice both get $10 a month for allowance. If you want to see how we do our chores and allowance system in our household, I'll link the video up top. You can watch that, because out of that $10, they do not get to spend all 10. They get $5 to spend, $4 to save, and $1 as a charity, so that $1 accumulates throughout the year, and then at the end of the year they can buy a gift for like Toys for Tots, or sponsor a family's like Christmas dinner, or whatever they choose to do. We'll talk about that. This is our first year that we'll be doing that, so it'll be fun to sit down with the kids and decide what they want to do with their giving portion that they earn each month. Watch that video, it talks about it, plus you get to see the kids doing things like laundry, and it's cute. Yay, child labor. Ha, just kidding, just kidding. Calm down. That is our budget for September. I can't believe we are getting to the end of the year already. This year has gone by really fast if I kind of stop and think about it. But this is how I budget each month if you're new around here. This video doesn't change all too often other than planning ahead for the month, because I try to I get out my calendar and I look to see what events we have going on, what holidays we have. Like for October, I know I'll need like the kids' Halloween costumes, stuff like that. So drop me a comment down below if you have any questions or comments. How do you do your budgeting? How do you think your month of September is gonna go? Anything fun that you're planning for? And until next time, I will see you later. Bye.